So at the time of me recording this, not 35 minutes ago, Taylor Swift and Zayn dropped I Don't Want to Live Forever, the music video. I explained the song a while ago and I have a video for that, but I want to get a little bit into the weeds with kind of a reaction to / explanation of the music video for that song. I don't think the music video is that much to write home about, but we'll get into it. Let me explain. Hey everybody, my name is Clifford Stummy. I'm the pop song professor. Welcome to my channel where we're all about helping music lovers like you to understand the deeper meanings of popular songs so that you know what your artists are saying and can enjoy your music more. Tonight, we are talking about I Don't Want to Live Forever by ZAYN and Taylor Swift. Hey, and before we go any further, I just want to ask you if you wouldn't mind checking out my Patreon page. There's access to a bunch of cool perks and opportunities for discussing songs together and for you to pick songs for me to explain. I think it's pretty cool. Links are down in the description. Alright, so just to describe the music video, Zayn walks into what looks kind of like a rich person's restaurant or bar. He walks past a couple of people, goes into the elevator. He's looking kind of sad. He's looking down. We cut to Taylor Swift. She's not looking so great either. They're both down about something, and based on what we know from the lyrics, they're down because the relationship ended and they're still kind of confused about it and conflicted. Zayn's character says, "Been sitting eyes wide open behind these four walls, hoping you'd call. It's just a cruel existence, like there's no point hoping at all." So he really wants to be in the relationship and he knows it, but Taylor Swift's character sings, "I'm sitting eyes wide open and I got one thing stuck in my mind, wondering if I dodged the bullet or just lost the love of my life." So apparently she's the one who ended the relationship, but she's still not quite sure that she did the right thing either. But they agree on one thing, and in the chorus they sing, "I don't want to live forever because I know I'll be living in vain, and I don't want to fit wherever. I just want to keep calling your name until you come back home." So in the end, they both agree that they want to be with each other, but in Taylor's case, or Taylor's character's case, it's sort of a forbidden togetherness, one that she thinks would be a bad idea, and so she's having to convince herself to stay away from that relationship, even though she really thinks that she wants it. In the music video, we see this sadness, we see kind of their separation. Even when they're in the same room together, they don't acknowledge each other, so we know that they really are separate. We know that the song is from the new 50 Shades of Grey movie coming out, so we know it is about a very dark romantic relationship, right? So it makes sense that what we see in the filmography here is a lot of really dark scenes with sort of surreal colors. We eventually see them start throwing things around in the room, and this destruction of their environment is an expression of the conflicted emotions they feel. But when everything calms down at the end, when they kind of sit back down, you don't see any of the chaos they've created, and the music sort of softens and gets gentle for a second. It's a much more contemplative moment, and based on the lyrics that you hear at that point, "I just want to keep calling your name until you come back home, until you come back home," it gives the music video a small sense of finality, but mostly just a sense of unrequited longing. At least they've kind of moved past the emotional chaos that they were experiencing kind of in the climax of the music video in the song. My wife April pointed out the red and the green and the blue coloring of some of the scenes. I think it represents the surrealism of what's happening and how the characters must feel. And then finally, probably what all of the blogs and YouTube channels are going to be talking about tomorrow is the clothing that Taylor Swift was wearing, which was a trench coat over some sort of lingerie getup. And if you're familiar with any of Taylor Swift's history, you know that she is incredibly modest for a pop star. So for her to be in a music video that's about a song that's being used to promote the 50 Shades of Grey movie seems like a little bit of a departure for her, right? She's never really tried to sexualize herself. You might argue that she did in Bad Blood a little bit, but for the most part, she's kind of stayed away from that. Her music has been a lot more innocent, a lot more about the emotions in a relationship rather than the sex. And based on what we see here, I think she's still trying to maintain that, but while still actually telling the story of what is a sexual relationship, if this story or song is kind of relating to the 50 Shades of Grey movie. A lot of the way that the frames are composed, she's playing a sexual character. So even though she's wearing something that might be kind of revealing, right, the shot still cuts off or only shows part of her to keep it from being too sexual, or you just briefly see more exposing shots, right? The vibe that I got from it was that she was saying, this character that I'm representing is in a sexual relationship with that person, and that's a large part of what this relationship is. But it seemed like she was also saying that she personally didn't feel comfortable totally giving herself away to that role. But there you have it. That's some of the deeper meaning behind I Don't Want to Live Forever. Hopefully this video gives you something to think about, gives you a deeper understanding of I Don't Want to Live Forever by Taylor Swift and Zayn. If that's something that you're excited about, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Check out some of the other videos that I've created, particularly one that explains the lyrics to this song, and comment below a song that you'd like to hear me explain in the future. That's all for now. Thanks for watching.